Good afternoon, everyone. We are here at the Ways and Means Committee for the Peoria County, Monday, July 22nd, 2024. We will go ahead and call this meeting to order. And I need an approval for the minutes of May 28, 2024. Can I get them? Terry and Dan. Okay, are there any changes, corrections, or updates? If not, can I get a vote? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed with a nay? Ayes move. Thank you. Now let us move on to our informational items, and we'll go ahead and start with our county clerk, Miss Rachel Parker.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Only thing I would like to say is that if you noticed on our report this month, it's a little different. We added a column that is a percentage of the budget. Since we're getting ready to start talking about budgets and all the departments, we thought it would be a good thing to show what percentage of the revenue portion of the budget we've reached so far to date. And so each month we'll be able to see that progressing and then kind of know how to judge it the next time we have to do the projections on what our budget should be for the next year coming up.
Great, thank you.
So,
and this is a monthly percentage?
Yeah. Yes, we just added that additional column to the current monthly transaction report.
Okay.
So that you all can see how we're progressing each month as far as getting closer to what our budgeted revenue amounts were.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find ways to make the budget process a little bit easier for us when it's time to do those projections.
Yes, thank you.
But other than that, that's all that I have.
Any comments, questions from Ms. Parker? Okay, and I know you have a did you know?
Did you know? I looked up some genealogy things that in our office that our marriage records are dated back to 1825, and our death and birth records date back to 1877.
Wow. And you said they're on file on like how do you?
We have the books
in the book. Okay. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's also a part of our scanning. You know, at one of the board meetings, you talked about offices getting things scanned.
Yes.
So we have lots of books that have lots of old records in it that we've been scanning and have quite a few to go. But
great.
So yeah, that would be a part of that process as well.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Any additional comments to that? I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And let us move on to our county election commissions, and Jess will come up.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am filling in for Elizabeth today as she was not feeling well.
Thank you.
I just have a quick update for you guys. We have been preparing for the 2024 presidential general election. We're working on trying to fully staff all of our polling places. We currently have over 300 judges confirmed. We're looking to get closer to 400. And right now the split is about 120 Republicans and a little over 170 Democrats. So we're still looking to recruit more of both, but maybe a few more Republicans if possible. Additionally, we are also preparing for the upcoming consolidated elections.
Oh, yes.
Filing for the primary will occur October 21st through the 28th. So that's right in the middle of our presidential cycle. So that's why we're starting to prepare for that now. And then filing for the consolidated general election is November 12th through the 18th. So right after that election, or I guess kind of in the middle of it still. So we're just working on getting prepped for both of those elections.
Good, good. In regards to the election judges numbers, how does that compare to previous years? If you have that information.
I would say for previous presidential cycles, I'm not sure as I wasn't in the office at that time, but with the past couple of elections, we have had around 300 election judges, but we would like to bump that number to over 400 for the presidential election, just to
course.
keep the lines moving.
Mhm.
We can work with the number that we currently have, but it just slows things down. So
Yeah.
that's why we want to keep recruiting.
Okay. Any questions or comments for Jess? Did Elizabeth make you aware of a did
Yeah.
you know?
I do have a did you know. So my did you know is Illinois is one of the states with the most early voting. We have 40 days of early voting, and that starts in our office. For the upcoming election, that starts on September 26th. Many states only have 1 week or 2 weeks of early voting, so our state makes it
Makes it
easier
easy.
to vote than many other states.
Wonderful. Hey, thank you. Good to know. Okay, thank you, Jess. Let us move on to our supervisor of assessments, Dave Ryan.
Hi, not too much to report. What we're doing is finishing up our 2024 work. So hopefully by the next Ways and Means Committee in mid to late August, we'll have the 2024 assessments completed.
Yes.
So that's the goal, and we're moving along. And obviously, as I've mentioned before, those assessed values are still increasing based off of our assessments compared to sale prices. That's what they do over the last 3 years. So our assessments are still quite a bit below what those homes are selling for. So that's why you're going to see an increase in the assessed values. And I guess my did you know was probably in about 6 weeks, we'll start getting calls from the different municipalities and all the school superintendents, because we give estimated budgets on the increase in EAV for all of those. So they'll start calling about 6 weeks from now.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and next we have our treasurer's report from Stacy Raker.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'm reporting on our July distribution that took place on July 8th in the amount of $50,319,256.60. With that amount combined with June, in June was the $141,520,469.17 combined. We are now at $839,725.97. Last month, Nicole mentioned we were hiring a bookkeeper. One of our bookkeepers is retiring at the end of next month. So we are pleased to say that we have hired an applicant. She will start on Monday, July 29th. The position will be overlapping for about 1 month for training purposes.
Good.
They will be working directly next to one another, as right now we don't have additional workspace available. So this will cause a little issue with functionality with our office approaching the second September 4th real estate collection date. But with that all being said, we are definitely going to be able to work through it.
Work through that,
Yes,
sure.
yes. So the did you know was that I found is the last year the Illinois state levied real estate taxes was in 1932. From then on, the property taxes have been levied by the local level.
Good to know. Wow. Such great information we're getting. Any comments or questions? Thank you,
Thank you.
Stacy. Yay. Okay, let us hear from our Veterans Assistance Commission, Mike Brooks.
Thank you very much. I sent out an email just this morning, but I'll just go ahead
Thank
and
you
read
for
it.
that.
Since you probably all didn't get time. Sorry, Jimmy, I didn't send it to you. Should have. So we broke all kind of records in the month of June. I know the question is going to be, why did we break a bunch of records? Because of the move, there's just so many more cars driving by on Knoxville. So many people just stopping in. I was telling Jimmy that the chiropractic office next door to us actually does VA exams. So veterans are coming in and out of there nonstop. So of course they got to stop in. Then they realized that they had already seen us on Drees Lane, but a lot of them were stopping in and just seeing what we do.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we had 236 intent to files. What's an intent to file? That saves a day to claim, and then we have 1 year to file that claim. So 123 POAs, that gives us VA access. We did 170 fully developed claims. 581 veterans walked into the office in June. 11.3 million in lump sum payments. We ended at 12.6, I think, last year. So we're going to shatter that. 58.9 million in total money. The VA recently just added 3 new cancers, unfortunately, to the toxic exposed Gulf War list. So we've seen a lot more that we're only going to add to that Gulf War list because what we saw in the Gulf and had to breathe in, it was unbelievable. So we didn't know at the time, but at least they are reviewing this now. And then I put in the Vietnam Traveling Memorial Wall is coming back to East Peoria, and that is September 25th through the 29th. I do have a contact of anybody. I just got it before I left. When more information comes out about when they're going to open that up and all the
Right.
details, I'll send that out to you guys.
Okay, good.
And then the open house we had 103 people walk in. Thank you everybody
Ooh,
that
yeah.
came. It was crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I did like 25,000 steps, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of people came out. Media, of course, showed up. Hal Fritz showed up. Thank goodness. I did not know about the did you know, but I'm going to make one up since I gave one to my commission
Okay.
on Thursday during the meeting. Did you know, or not know, which is whatever it is, that I was hired in 2005 as superintendent. A few months after that, I hired Trisha Collins, and we've been together 19 years since. And I think we've had 2 arguments,
Wow.
and I was probably wrong because she's a woman.
That's a good.
So
good
we
to
have a
know.
great relationship. I'm not saying we always agree, but we do it professionally, and she's been amazing to work with. And she takes care of our widows and all the death benefits, and has a great relationship with our coroner, which is absolutely amazing. So, any questions?
Great, great. I would say anyone who has not had an opportunity to visit or go over to your office, they should, definitely. One other thing I'd like to make everyone aware of, you are aware of that. You all had a table there. It was a memorial table.
Yes.
Would you say something about that?
Yeah, so that's in our conference room. It's like the silent veteran where you just put that out, and it's just a memorial for people to see.
Yeah.
That was actually, I'll give credit to all my staff on that. I didn't even know they were going to do that, but
Yeah.
it was something. And then Gary Hall, everybody knows Gary Hall, right? Had brought in the POW MIA cover for the back seat, but it's just a memorial, a silent memorial to people that had passed away, so veterans that had passed away.
Good.
I'm not sure that was there. The cover was there when
It
for
was
the
there
open
when
house.
we
Was it
were,
there?
when we were there.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions or comments here? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Okay. We do have a quarterly statistic plan update. I'd ask Scott if he would just make a comment or share with us what part we play in it, that we don't play in it, I should say.
Right. So thanks, Madam Chair. So this month we do the quarterly updates for the strategic plan. As we talked about with the committee previously, of all the goals and strategic goals and work plan items, none of them were assigned to this committee. So that's why there's nothing in your packet to report out. But that report can be found in all the other committee packets. And if any of the board members or committee members have questions about any of those action items, we're happy to try and answer any questions that the committee might have.
Good, thank you. Any questions or comments to Scott? Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Let us move on to our resolution, and we do have one resolution for monthly delinquent taxes for July 2024. with 2 items. I need a motion to bring that to the table. Terry and Sharon. Thank you. Any discussions or comments here? Okay, if not, let's go for a vote. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed with a nay? There are none. The ayes have it. Thank you very much. Public comments, are there any? We have none. Miscellaneous? There are none. Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.